What a wild ride it has been, and you don't have to go to the moon in order to feel it. All you have to do is open up the news. Things are getting crazier every single day. The stock market is hitting all-time record highs. The Magnificent Seven are up one day and down the next. And you look at oil prices, and you can't figure out which direction they are going to go in the next 24 hours. Well, in this video today, I'm going to explain everything that's happening right here. You're going to know just what you need to make the right decisions. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. My name is David Quintieri, and what I do at the Money GPS is I take the complicated and I make it simple. And I wanted to begin with the Magnificent Seven. Well, they're no longer magnificent. The once all-conquering companies that dominated the US capital markets, Nvidia, Meta, Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, and Tesla, have lost their luster, shedding more than $2 trillion of market value in June. And yet, the stock market just hit a record high. Things change so fast. It's impossible to write articles these days because it's really a reversal by the time you get to the end of the article. Earnings, then a lockup expiration, two SpaceX catalysts advisors can't ignore. So when the stock IPO'd, they were had, all the insiders, they basically said, okay, you got to lock in. You cannot have any sales right now for a period. And so much stock is coming online every so often, different dates and certain amounts. Basically, you don't want to just have all the insiders dumping all that stock onto the market and leaving everybody holding the bag. However, the expectation is that that might happen to some degree, and I completely understand. If you're an insider and you've been holding on to SpaceX for 5 years, 10 years, who knows, whatever it was, you're holding on it for so long and you've seen the theoretical value go up, the nominal value, here, as you get articles coming up, the valuation is this, the valuation is that. But you don't have the shares that you can sell. So you are stuck. Now there's an opportunity. The IPO, finally, it's your time to actually reap the rewards. The challenge with that is, in this case, you could see that that would be a problem for all those people holding onto that stock. Well, things are really happening with this particular one, and upon all these other booms and busts that we've seen, SpaceX stands on the top in terms of the largest month-over-month market cap losses for US companies since 1970. It's wild to see SpaceX, and then just below that, Microsoft. They have had massive swings, Microsoft in particular. And I'll show that to you right now. What we're looking at is the moneygps.com, and I built this platform, which is to look at and analyze stocks just like you would on TradingView. But the problem with TradingView is the restrictions. My goodness. Oh, you want to add 2 indicators? No, you got to pay. Oh, you want to add 4 indicators or 4 charts? Oh, you got to pay this. Everything is a fee. And like there's more levels. Oh, you want to add, a couple indicators? Well, that's this level. Oh, you want to add more? That's more. No, in my software, everything is one fee. I'm finding that most people are getting either the $30 plan or the $40 plan, which is it's 10x the value. But anyway, what we're looking at here is an extreme. Everybody on the Finance Friday, they've heard me talk about this 1,000 times. That is the Bollinger Bands. It's one of the easiest indicators to pay attention to. If you're looking at just like the price, the stock price, you're never going to understand what's happening because this thing, as you know, it can go wild. But the Bollinger Bands make it real easy. And you see this little line here, this is the top Bollinger Band, and this one down here is the bottom Bollinger Band. And you could see what happened as of July 29th. And then we go beyond that into the next trading date, the 30th. And it immediately surges. This is Microsoft, by the way. And it surges and completely outside of the Bollinger Bands. And it does this now for 4 trading sessions in a row. Now, this means that things have gotten completely out of control. And you also see that with the RSI, the Relative Strength Index. These are two very simple indicators. Now, does that mean tomorrow it's going to crash? No. But what happens every time it gets outside of the Bollinger Bands? Well, you could take this as just one example. That is June 1st, 2026. It is a telltale sign of speculation. It happens all the time. You can take the Bollinger Bands, go back. You don't have to use my software if you don't want to. Use another software, but you can go through this. I have this replay button, okay? Other software has the same thing. And you could go through and actually do the replays and watch it as it happens. And you will see for yourself. And then you keep testing, keep testing, keep testing. And you start memorizing these patterns. And of course, well, there's the AI in there if you want to just click a button. But you can memorize these patterns. And then you will say to yourself, I kind of have it figured out. And when you see these things, you realize what's really going on. There's so much speculation. On Thursday, the first lockup of shares on Elon's rocket company is set to expire, meaning the employees and other company insiders who were prevented from trading their stock after the IPO will be able to do so. That's right. There's just a problem with that particular stock. It's that it got absolutely pummeled. But why? Well, there's a lot being said about the valuation. It's excessive and so on. But we're not talking about the elephant in the room. It's the Federal Reserve. It's inflation. In my view, now is the time for the FOMC to act to speed the return of the PCE inflation to our 2% objective and deliver our commitment to price stability for the American people. Translated into English, they want to get inflation down to 2%. That's what they're saying. That's the Federal Reserve. I've said it 1,000 times before, how some said there is no 2% target. That doesn't exist anymore. People were I was watching this. 30,000 views, 40,000 views. They were telling their YouTube subscribers, they were saying the Federal Reserve does not have a 2% target, that they dropped that. They were actually lying to you. Okay? And just to be clear, in my analytics, I see, your subscribers also watch these channels or these videos. And those are the videos that I've checked, and you've been lied to countless times. That's just one example. What about transitory inflation? Oh yeah, how are we supposed to figure that out? What about when I said interest rates, would go up as inflation went up? I said that, people turned away from the channel, and now they realize what happened. Okay? There's a problem here with the activities that we're seeing, because this is corruption on a mass scale. What about this? Shell turns refineries up to 11 during the oil price surge. Energy giant strategy to run refineries at full tilt has helped drive a surge in profits. Shell's earnings continue to rise, aided by a strong performance and higher prices stemming from the conflict in the Middle East, enabling the energy major to maintain its quarterly buyback. So their ability, all of these companies, their ability to maneuver these markets it's always been there. But today, more than ever before, we are seeing such extremes. As drivers get sticker shock, big oil gets a windfall. This is Exxon and Chevron. These companies are going to make more and more and more profit. It doesn't mean the price has to be necessarily higher, but during that surge, they are always profiting from this. You and I pay their bonus. U.S. economy slowed. What do you think's happening here? Economy slowing down, inflation's going up. What does the Federal Reserve have to do? This is the real fear of the markets. They get scared and then they go back in. They get scared and then they go back in. You have to watch the patterns. And during these patterns, which are relatively predictable, you can see them, there are opportunities within that. And if you go and you buy somebody's swing trading course or whatever, you're getting ripped off. You have to have the tools, and then you got to train on those tools. That's the only way. Like, you can get abs in 3 weeks. Take this thing or whatever. No. You have to work at it. You have to keep working at it. There's no way around it. So when you have inflation going up the way it is, and you have the fear of something much worse coming, the bond market screams. What does the sharp rise in bond yields indicate? The sharp rise in long-dated bonds indicates investors' cautiousness, as they expect the Federal Reserve might fall behind in rising interest rates, which could keep interest rates higher for longer. This is important. In fact, it's the most critical thing out of anything. And if you watch the activities of the Fed, they haven't raised rates. They say they want to take down inflation, but they haven't acted upon that. They haven't increased rates. They haven't cut them either. And what does this mean? It means that borrowing costs remain higher, and that is slowing the economy down. So the 1% has to carry everything. But if they can't, then we have a problem. For now, though, as the markets are up, they're doing well. So watch it very carefully. So what do we have? We have a few things. We got inflation up. We got bond yields that are, they did come down at the recording of this video, but they are still super high. What does that mean? Like when you look at bonds, when you look at fixed income, how much are you getting in return? Right now, it's very high. That is not a good sign. Okay, it's good if you're a saver, sure, but it's just not a good sign of what the bond market believes is happening to the economy and to the financial markets in general. Okay, then at the same time, you got valuations stretched super high. What do we do with that? We go into the softwares and we look at this, we manage it, we monitor it. You can go in there once a day, once a week, whatever the case is, and you could look at this for yourself and just pay attention. There are a few indicators that you want to check out. And then, of course, you want to see what's happening with the earnings of these companies. Are they keeping up with their earnings in general or not? Okay, that's key. And just pay attention to your own circumstances and inflation. Let me tell you, inflation is not going to go away tomorrow. We have more coming. If you thought it was bad, more is coming. So do your due diligence, do the hard work. Now is the time. Okay? If you want some real cool stuff, themoneygps.com. Free stuff right here. Type in a stock ticker, hit that button, and you get a very limited view of what I have called the AI stock analyst inside of my software. It's there, it's free. Okay? No catch, no email, no nothing. You go in there. I've got Compass, which is the foundational principles. That's free. There's lots of free stuff. So don't think you shouldn't go to the website. Go to the website. If you want to support the channel, hit that thumbs up. Hit it once, twice, 3 times, 5 times. Okay? Comment down below. Don't just comment once. Comment twice. Comment 3 times. Comment 5 times. When you do any of those things, you're supporting the channel. I want to thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.